Nevada desert right across the street from Nellis Air Force Base. Today, 400 miles is the distance. That'll take 267 laps to complete, 45 on pit row. And Larry, the fuel window is a little variable depending on who you talk to.
Well, it is. You know, they're still searching with this new Sunoco fuel. They're still searching with the tuning and the fuel mileage. I think that will be a player before this day's over.
Denny Hamlin at the back due to an engine change. His teammate Kyle Busch did that 2 years ago here. From the pole, went to the back for an engine change, won the race.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing Vegas style, boys!
A lot of 3 wide on this opening lap. And Matt Kenseth, the fastest man all weekend here, will lead them to the line for lap 1.
He's been first in pretty much everything that's taken place here for 3 days. He was first in practice Friday, set on the pole, leads the first lap of the race. Could be a good omen for the 17 car.
Maybe they didn't tell his teammate Greg Biffle, because there's that 16, another Roush Fenway car, right with Kenseth. And I would expect them to kind of hold station together through the early part of this race. Wonder if Matt will let Greg lead a lap and pick up a bonus point early here.
I don't think so. I think that's it in the pre-race show. I want to win. That's what gets your name in life. What you love about this mile-and-a-half racetrack, the different grooves. You can see Kenseth in the 17 on the high side, Biffle in the 16 on the low side gets the run down to that back straightaway. And of course, the other thing we've heard here all week is the dominance of the Blue Oval. These Fords came here loaded for bear. I mean, tight quarters as Jeff Gordon muscles his way through. Saw that last Sunday. Yeah, kind of likes that kind of driving style.
Now, there is a line painted at the inside of the track. It's not the double yellow line we had at Daytona. There is no official out of bounds where you can get penalized if you dip below the line. It's all, if it's paved, it's yours.
You'll see that a lot, especially through the front straightaway here in the trial. Will go way down on the apron.
Nick Berggren.
Well, as good as Greg Biffle looks right now, Mike, he has got still more in that car, and he said the chassis isn't just right yet, it's a little bit tight.
So what? You're leading, and you're pulling away. Doesn't get any better than that. You know, a little tight at the speed you're running here is not a bad thing, DW. Over 200 miles an hour getting off in the corner. Not as sunny, and you know, I thought it was going to be real bright and sunny, about 75 today. A little overcast, with the sun coming and going. That's going to make the grip level pretty high. That makes for great racing and high speeds.
And already it's a 2-groove racetrack. You see Jimmy Johnson up on the outside. Now Paul Menard's been moving up in that 27. He's going to make the move on Johnson.
Right now, Mike, you're just kind of feeling this thing out. Track's a little bit dirty where it's been setting, and they've had the parade laps and everything. Track will come around. It's going to change a little bit. Got to stay on top of it. Remember that communication thing.
Trevor Bayne out of giving his crew chief Donnie Wingo feedback. He's picked up 5 spots since the start of the race.
Speaking of Trevor, Leonard Wood came over to me down there in the pre-race show. Still living off the adrenaline of that Daytona 500. Didn't even mention Phoenix. But what I love, in only his 4th Sprint Cup Series start, the feedback that Trevor Bayne has given about that race car. Really good, Larry. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he knows what he likes, and he knows what he wants in that race car.
2 cars that started in the back. Denny Hamlin's gained 7 spots, 11 plus 11 for David Reagan. As we watch David Rudeman in the 00 and Jamie Mack in the 1.
Now, I've been watching this one car Jamie McMurray riding with. He's actually sliding backwards since the start of the race. He started back in the 11th position. He's already back to the 20th, Steve. Car's not driving too good for him right now.
Larry, I talked to Kevin Mannion this morning, the crew chief on that car. He said it's kind of a double-edged sword. They had made the car...
Trouble, turn 4, Steve. One car sliding around. It's Robbie Gordon.
Caution's out, turn 4.
You know, the trends of the race says we always have a caution here within the first 10 laps. Robbie Gordon didn't let us down.
Caution at lap 8 is the first of the day. Car took a long slide through turn number 4 and ended up down on the apron. Don't see any evidence of contact with the wall.
I've been amazed at how these cars, I mean, we've seen single car spins several times this week. You see Robbie way back there in the middle of turn 3 and 4 coming out of 4. Stays in the throttle. That's where all the smoke's coming from. Keeps it from backing up into the fence. Stays it and drives on.
That was right in front of Denny Hamlin.
And right over Digger. The dirty job, Digger.
4 tires for Robbie Gordon. Now we're 8 laps in. Will they stop? Dick?
Well, they're discussing that in Greg Biffle's pit right now. They're looking at how many laps they've got, whether they should. They're 25% into a fuel run. Steve?